What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Rasputin Radio Destiny Podcast. Some Destiny content with a twist. This week, we have our usual segments and shenanigans, which are Tower Chat, Tag Spotting, Guardian Throwdown, Legend of the Week, and Mode of Light. On the show tonight, we have Honus 5 with a high and tight haircut.
That was the worst intro ever.
Because I'm making fun of your haircut. Also, in his Rasputin Radio shirt, in the picture on screen, it's Talon Card.
What's going on, y'all?
Joining us for the first time this week as a host, the shoulder charge queen herself, Ballistic Betty. What it do?
What's up, everybody?
And special guest, a Gulf Coast Guardian, Moo. What is going on?
How's it going, guys?
Excited to have you on the show because, you know, I don't know if the listeners know, we talked a little bit about it last week, but you called somebody out.
I did.
Somebody with a high and tight. You called him out.
Yeah, I did. I called him out last week.
Let's go.
Excited. Starting Guardian Showdown. Let's do it.
I can't wait to have it. Now, you've been a supporter of the show, and you straight up hit us up and said, I'm calling this motherfucker out. So I was like, let's go. So we set it up, and here it is. Honus is shaking in his boots. I can see it in his face on the camera. Keeping it cool. But let's get it started, man. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, where you're from, what's your main character you rock, and what you like to do in Destiny.
I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas, the Gulf Coast, baby.
Woo-wee.
I was a Warlock main at first. I started out Destiny 1 as a Warlock. I know. I was a Warlock main at first, but I have spent a lot of time on my Hunter, so I'm gonna be starting a Hunter too. Yeah. So yeah, Hunter is my new main. Been spending a lot of time.
It's fun.
It's okay. I mean,
they're all fun.
Titans aren't for me.
Oh no. Well, yeah, they're all fun. I'll give them all their little piece, except for, you know, the Warlock jump is just. So
Floofy.
Not a jump.
it's floofy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing Destiny?
I'm a beta player. Yeah, beta player. Day one, all that good stuff. Been playing that pretty much just for 3 years. Took breaks here and there, you know, because of the content. But I mean, I've been a really strong supporter of Destiny since day one, and I'm excited for the future. I've always been excited. So.
Most excellent. So what do you like to do outside of Destiny? Like you know, hang out, maybe play instruments or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I was in a band a while back in like 2009 for a little bit, toured a little bit, had some fun. But other than that, man, just family, hanging out with family, doing stuff with the homies in town that are also a part of the clan, and I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all I really do.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, like I seen your Gulf Coast Guardians. I have your like logo on screen right now, and I was like, dang, I was like Gulf Coast. Back before I knew you were in Corpus, I was like, Gulf Coast. I'm like, if he's in Houston, we're grabbing beers. And I think I asked you, and I was like, so where? I was like, Gulf Coast, what? And you're like, Corpus. I said, oh shit, that's so far away. Like,
yeah. It's only like 4 hours. It's not that far.
Yeah.
It's not that far.
I
I could definitely make a trip. Yeah, for sure.
It's a drive though. But hey, I'm telling you this: if Jay Howard comes in town, you know we got to all grab some beers. We get a furnace out there. We'll have maybe go meet up in Galveston or something. Have
Dude,
some
I'm
beers
down.
out there. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we should get some.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. That'd be fun.
That's
I'm
great.
down for a weekend, get a little getaway. It'd be cool.
That's awesome. Okay, so we ask everybody these last couple questions, man. And what's one way you like to give back to the community? Because we're real big on that.
I'm real big with the clan. I mean, too, and myself. I'm real invested into the game. I'm starting to start streaming all that good stuff, and just getting my feet wet with it. So I would really like to, you know, just be real active within, you know, LFG, within, you know, helping, you know, new players, especially in D2, whether they be friends or, you know, anybody within the community that wants to be able to learn something or just any type of knowledge throughout the game or something like that, I would really like to be that person to go to. I'm always open to inviting anybody and everybody to join the clan because not only myself, but Nazgul Youth, he's also in the chat. He's another active player that is really down
And
to
he's a
help
Titan.
everybody. And he's a Titan. Yes, he is. He is the Titan. He is the Titan. Yeah, that's been a long discussion between all of us. But yeah, he is the Titan. And but yeah, so community-wise, like I said, I really want to be the person that helps out anybody and everybody. And I'm looking forward to I want to go to Guardian Con next year. I didn't get to go this year, but I'm just so invested into the game itself. It's a big part of my life, and I really just want to give back in any way that I possibly can.
That's awesome, man. Like, yeah, that's kind of how we started. We started doing the whole like, anybody need help, like in the tower kind of thing. So I get exactly where you're coming from, and that's actually how our clan was formed too. So kind of similar beginnings. That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, awesome.
So name one thing that you've done or are doing to get ready for Destiny 2. Any rituals or anything? Because I know people have like, usually we would round out our rep and stuff like that. I know it's not gonna carry over, but is there any weird rituals you're gonna do? Maybe a couple weeks off of work. I don't know.
Actually, right now, I haven't been playing too much video games because I know what's ahead for me and my family. So I've been trying to hang out. I just had a newborn daughter a few months ago.
Congrats,
so
Congrats.
thank you.
Congrats.
So
the cutest
yeah,
thing I
thank
have
you.
ever seen.
Yeah, I
by the
saw a
way.
picture.
Oh
of her, too.
yeah. Betty commented on the picture that I posted last night. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'm really just focusing on that, like just family and stuff because my girlfriend's real supportive of me and what I like to do. So she knows what's coming. So basically, just getting my body ready, just because it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be pretty bad. But other than that, man, just I'm also just trying to build a community here within town. I also I work part time at a GameStop, so anybody that goes in and is just like, "Yo, I want to play Destiny. I'm new to Destiny." I tell them to hit up our Instagram and stuff and follow us, and also exchange PlayStation tags and all that. And so we're growing, and that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. Is just trying to grow the Gulf Coast community, everywhere. Not only just within the Gulf Coast, but within we were literally going to stick to that, but now we're branching out. So
That's awesome,
yeah,
man.
just that for sure.
That's cool. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna try and take a day. I'm about to have a newborn here in like a month, so I'm trying to take off It's gonna be September like 22nd. Hopefully, he's on time, not early. But I'm trying to take off that 6th. So I'm trying to think of a fun ritual to start because I've never really. I didn't take off the day that Destiny launched because me and Honus were unsure how it was gonna be. So we just kind of played it that night, but it was great. Yeah, so I'm excited for it. It's going to be good. And I like how you said just preparing my family, holding them close for the meantime because I know I know what's going to happen.
That's exactly, that's exactly what I'm doing right now, man. I work launch day, unfortunately, for D2, but I did take the rest of the week off from both jobs. So
Excellent.
yeah, so I'm going to be doing that for sure.
That's what I'm
But
talking
yeah,
about.
man. Family time, man. I gotta keep the family happy before I spend like 13 hours the first day playing. So
before you go ghost. That's hilarious.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So final question we have is, can you tell everybody what your all-time favorite memory in Destiny is?
Oh man. Man, let me see. All-time favorite. I think my all-time favorite was my first time going to the lighthouse. And that definitely was like a big one for me. It was I think it was the second week that Trials had went live.
Ooh, let's go.
And that was definitely one of the highlight moments because it was just so I think about it now and it's super sweaty now. But before back then, like it was to me that was like sweaty. So it was just it was cool to finally go to the lighthouse and be one of the first ones to go, and it was our first times. It was awesome. So, yeah, I mean, I was that one I was like screaming and yelling. Me and a couple of the clan members were just going crazy. So yeah, it was cool, man. I enjoyed it. That's like my all-time favorite.
I've never been to the lighthouse. unfortunately.
The only time he's been to Mercury is when it's the one map in Crucible and on
Yep.
the Titan class mission, Hammer Turn.
Yep.
No, but I get what you're saying. The first time I went to the lighthouse was like a crazy story. It was like House of Wolves, and I was randomly playing with people, and then they were like, "Hey, let's group up," and then they were like, "Let's go trials," and I was all nervous, and then we fucking made it. And like the last game, I was like, "I've never been," and they're like, "We're about to go now, bitch," and they like sniped the last two guys, and I was like, "Yeah!" It was great, but that's awesome, dude. There's nothing like going to lighthouse. Sorry, Honus. There's nothing like it that first time. He just drops his head.
I was waiting for that.
There's nothing like it. Hey, in all fair, if you keep Destiny downloaded on your computer, we'll play Trials that first week. Oh, they took it out. Never mind. Sorry, Honus. Got to break your heart again. Sorry.
Cold as ice.
Cold-blooded.
Look at the 5 fingers fade to the face.
Slap. Well, we're happy to have you on the show, man. I'm so glad you called this motherfucker out because he constantly talks shit. He's behind the scenes. What people don't understand, he talks shit about me, on me, and so you need to step your game up. When are you gonna beat me? I'm tired of winning. No, wait, I'm never tired of winning because you guys are all losers. And you know he says kind of shit like that, and he does it worse to me because he's my older brother. So I hope. Yeah. Okay. I can talk with the hands when I come see you, when you come see me at Christmas. All right, we talk hands.
Talk with these hands.
No, but we're happy.
That is.
We're happy to have you on the show, Moo, man. You're hilarious. Ever since I met you, and you're like calling them out on Instagram, is like great, dude. So thank you for coming out tonight and setting aside the time, especially with the newborn, man.
Yeah, for sure, man. No problem. I'm excited to be here. I just hope I can hold my own because Honus is he's crazy when it comes to some stuff, man. So
he's a Michael Jackson right now.
Crazy in general.
yeah.
That's awesome. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to Tower Chat because there's some things going on, things popping off in the world. So, what have you been up to lately, Honus, other than talking shit?
Just soccer, man. That's why I'm so burnt. So if you look at me, my pretty face, I'm all red. It made me change my shirt because it was a white shirt, and I look like super red. I know. I didn't wear a hat this week, and it's been.
It did pop your fucking sunburn. It did.
I put on a red shirt, so it's like it kind of like doesn't look as bad.
Oh, you don't look like a lobster.
Here, you know what? Here, I'll put this on. I'll just show you. Like it's red.
That looks
red.
so bad.
Anyway, yeah. So, but we won 4-0 today against the other team. So
Good win.
happy for my guys. Damn, I just noticed that I got the sunglass tan. Damn.
Oh, you got the coach's tan.
That's
That's
the
the
worst.
worst.
Welcome to my world, man.
Dude, that's the worst. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
I have to be
man.
more responsible than that.
Anything else? Anything
And
else you been up
enough
to?
about me. Go ahead, Betty. I'm done.
I'm burnt. I'm done.
I'm burnt. I'm done. I'm red.
What have you been up to, Betty?
I am currently on vacation, which you
Yay.
guys are well aware of, but I am in the lovely Albuquerque spending time with my better half.
Yay.
Which everybody knows is Cobb One Art.
It makes my heart warm. It makes my heart warm.
I am quite enjoying my vacation, and otherwise, I've actually started playing Overwatch again because
Ooh.
I was starting to get really frustrated with Dark Souls.
Oh, God. I can't imagine.
Yeah, I know. Finally. So I actually started playing Overwatch recently, which I forgot how much just fun that game is. Like, just entertaining wise, it's just a lot of fun.
Right. That's
But
cool.
That's about it.
Nice. What about you, Bill?
Oh, can I ask Betty a question real quick?
Yeah, go
Sorry,
ahead.
Bill.
Yeah. What's up?
So we were in your stream the other day, and you did a shitload of rolling around. And I was like, this is way too much rolling that anybody should do ever.
In Dark Souls,
Yeah.
It's barrel
Yeah.
I
roll.
was like, there's
Dark
so
Souls.
much
It's all
barrel
rolling.
roll.
it's all rolling.
I was like, why don't you just run up the stairs instead of barrel rolling up the stairs? There's no enemies.
Nope.
I was like, there's no point of rolling right now. You're
You
just doing it for fun.
permanently roll. Yeah, you get stuck in this thing of like having to roll all the time, so you just end up rolling all the time, even if you don't actually. have to.
Honus doesn't realize he hasn't played Horizon Zero because that's like the only way to evade fast.
Yeah.
It's like, and you can get a 360 view. He has never played a hunter, so he doesn't know what it's like to shade step or anything. But when you roll, you can get like look behind you and you just get away. So it's just barrel roll.
I don't need to
barrel
look.
roll.
I don't need to look behind me. I'm already aware, and I'm too tough to be.
Okay,
defeated.
Mister, I don't read my radar. All right. Well, barrel
Sorry,
rolls.
John. Go ahead. Go ahead.
His ego is more powerful than the Gallarhorn.
Yes.
I've
been up
just
to,
been
Bill?
just
Got both
kind of
backgrounds.
like in a holding pattern of sorts, just like a lot of other people waiting for Destiny 2. I actually dove back into No Man's Sky after this Atlas update that they did, just to check that out a little bit. Been playing Ghost Recon. People shit on No Man's Sky like all over the place, but I love that game so much. It's so fun. There's so much cool stuff in there to do now. It's I don't know. Just been having my time just counting the days, couple weeks.
Yeah, I hear you, man. What about you, Moo? What you been up to other than holding your loved ones close?
Oh man, just work, man. Like I said, I work
Just
2
work.
jobs. Just
You're
just
twerking.
work. That's it. I'm twerking
Oh,
and working.
And just
I thought you
twerking.
That's all I
said
do.
work. You said work. I thought you said work. I was like, what?
You know, just twerking for bills.
Yeah,
Twerking.
I do both.
Working.
I do both. There's no shame in it. I do both.
Hey,
you make money
it's
sometime.
fine. I just,
Yeah.
Hey, no
just
shame in
sorry.
that
Yeah.
It must have been my earphones. I didn't hear you.
That's all good. Nazgul up in the chat wanted me to tell y'all my newborn baby's name, and her name is Linux Eris Cruz, just like Eris Morn from the video game. So
Nice.
yeah, you wanted to say that too, yeah.
That's
so-
awesome. My son's
You-
name is gonna be Hunter. So
There we
Destiny
go.
babies.
Yep. Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
But no, other than that, man, just working, playing, trying to fill the void before D2. I jumped back into Horizon just recently, so that was fun last night. I was getting real mad, but other than that, just filling the void, man.
Awesome. Me, chicken. I've been streaming, trying to stream. Started work back up again. Summers off as a teacher are currently over, so I'm loving life. I'm loving life so much right now. But the other day, Sunday, I had the pleasure of playing with some people that are insanely good at Crucible, and I was playing with them and playing against them, and they were like so good. I'm like, this guy's the best, right? So after the game, they invite me, and I'm streaming. I was like, I'm thinking about playing some Horizon, so I just hop in their party, and they're fucking hilarious. All these guys are hilarious. So I join them. And we start playing, blah, 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 and they are just ridiculous. Like, I couldn't break a 1.0 because they were just killing everybody. And the skill-based matchmaking was putting us up against, like, who'd I say? Like, we played against Holtzman, like, Hey Fitzy, and a couple other, like, sweaty people that I had no clue who they are. So, but those guys, shout out to them. They're in the Pleasure Clan. They're really cool and really hilarious. So if you ever run across those guys, they're really cool guys, and they're really skilled, so watch out. And I, thank you for welcoming me into, your party chat and hanging out, even though I suck dick at Crucible sometimes. But, so that's what I've been up to. And,
I was watching him. It was pretty bad.
it was bad. And I mean, my gameplay yesterday's stream was horrible because, I was so exhausted. Some people popped in my stream and they saw and they were like, dude, you look like shit. And I'm like, I feel like shit. But it was all right. Sunday, my wife went out and got me this clock here because I was like, I need a clock for my stream area. And she got me a Death Star clock. It's excellent. So I'm really excited to hang that up. Hopefully I'm smart enough to read it without the numbers. That would be nice. But anyways, I've just been chilling, buying time until Destiny 2 and my son being born. And then, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome.
What happens when that Death Star gets blown up?
Then I don't have the time. I don't have the time. I don't have time to explain what would happen.
I can't tell time.
So, anyways, in Bungie news, we've seen some pictures here and there of the exclusive Target Titan, and we've got some inside scoop. Bill was able to talk to some people and said that there's only 2 per box, and then so many boxes upon the pallet, right? So it's like very limited.
For a lot of the exclusives, a lot of your bigger companies, they paid kind of a premium to be able to get that, where they've got like just one for their stores. So in a case, most of the cases, they range from like the smaller ones where there's 10 and then the larger one where there's 20. In a case of 20 guys, like thinking of the Target exclusive Titan, there's only going to be 2, maybe 3 in a case of 20. And kind of a bigger thing why people haven't seen it. I don't know if people out there know anything about retail, but there's this thing called shrink, and essentially what that means, it's based on how much shit gets stolen from a store, and your stores that
All
have
about that
really
dick
high-
again.
that have really high shrink
Shrinkage.
rates.
They got a
Well, this is why
lot of
people-
shrinkage.
people are like, where the
When
heck
it gets cold outside, there's a lot of shrinkage.
for some of us. So some of the stores where people have been able to find these, there's a lot of stores that they probably don't have issues with theft, but in a lot of areas they do. So your higher priced items, they're street dated, so they kind of wait till stuff gets more dick talk. Nice. Till they get closer to release. So that's everybody's wondering where the heck all these figures are. Like stuff even with like the, maybe the Pop Tarts and the Rockstar drinks. I think some of that stuff it's licensor issues, but I think it's more
Yep.
street date stuff.
Yeah, and I've been seeing
Yeah.
a lot of sorry, Betty. I've seen a lot of controversy with the Pop-Tart stuff. Have you seen that, Betty? Like about like submitting the codes and stuff?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that too. But just to add on to Talon, today me and Cobb actually found a Target, and it had one Titan, and that was it. And it was in the back, and he had to actually call them and ask them, and they had to go look for it because they didn't bring any out in the front. Like they didn't display any of them, nothing.
I should have done that today.
So-
What
They
an idiot.
never-
People can try calling and asking them
Yeah.
to look in the back because that's the only way they found one.
Yeah.
Dang.
It makes me so bad because when I ask if there's something in the back, they always say
Nah.
all of our merchandise are on the floor right now. What?
Oh,
You
man.
didn't even
well,
check.
That's just someone who doesn't want to go look.
What
Yeah.
if everybody wants like an inside track? Say you called the distributor. Say the distributor said that they have one in stock.
Ooh.
So then they're like, oh,
call them on their
you kinda-
bullshit.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
That's a good idea.
Ron, the GM, is my best friend, and he said they're here. So go ahead and check in the back.
Let's say
How do you know Ron?
Call the distributor.
That's funny. I'm gonna have to use that trick. I'm about to write that down.
Yeah.
I know, Moo. You said that you want to get some of those figurines. Have you picked up any of the pop figures yet?
Yeah, so I picked up the Zur and the Atheon pot figures. I had to get them. They look too cool. I told myself
yeah.
I wasn't gonna get them, but I got them anyway. And then I have the Warlock GameStop exclusive McFarlane figure and the Vaulted Glass Titan. So yeah, and I'm just gonna get one hunter. Whatever hunter I come across first, that's the one I'm buying, and that's it. I'm not getting any more.
That Walgreens one
In a-
though.
That
In
Walt's
about-
son.
in about
yeah.
Moo, in about a year, all those toys are going to be used. Going to be just unless you put them up because your kid is going to destroy them.
I was telling my
Yeah.
wife about that
Yeah.
too. I was like, eventually I'm gonna pass these down to my son. I'm just gonna have to give in and be like, just play with them, dude. Just take them.
Just get him. Yeah, exactly. No, my son, he's 5, big Destiny fan too. He plays on the Xbox One. He's excited. But yeah, everything I bring home Destiny, he's like, hey, can I open it and play with it? I'm like, nah, not at all.
Nah, bruh.
Not at all. Yeah, I have a bunch of like the Mega Bloks figures and stuff, and like they're still in the box, and he's been like dying to
Dude,
open
and those are hard to put together too.
Right.
They're not like Legos.
Right.
They're
No, hell
definitely-
no. That's my
Yeah.
grievance against them. They're so fucking hard to put together. How do they expect kids to put them together?
Yeah, exactly. Like just the Sparrow, like the smallest like one is like 175 pieces, and that's like insane.
It's absurd. It's absolutely absurd.
I just got to give a shout to Nazgul Youth in the chat. He goes, PS4 is the system.
Yep.
Yes.
That is.
Yes.
We love
Yep.
Xbox.
We love all
Okay, but you know
consoles. Shout out as well. Speaking of consoles, Mike DR, a member of Rasputin Radio, got retweeted by Bungie the other day for his rig setup for his PC. He actually got these
Yep.
custom fan covers that were the Warlock Titan and Hunter, and then on the upper side that people really didn't see in the picture, he actually has Arc, Solar, and Void. So it's really cool. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. you know, it's just cool, just having
It
cool
is
shit get out
amazing
there.
looking.
Yeah, it's and what's funny is he works in IT. He was telling me, and a lot of his people in the different departments were hooking him up with like these top notch parts, and he was like, I'm just getting spoiled, and I was like, damn it, man, damn it, I don't have any money. But anyways, I'm gonna stay on PS4 because nothing beats a controller and a console, I think. But that's just me. It can be 30 FPS. I don't give a fudge. But anyways, they also did that They released that new trailer on the Solar Eclipse Day. That was pretty cool, pretty interesting. Anybody wanna talk about that? What they thought about that?
You mean the supposed DLC that we're getting? Or, maybe we could talk about it more in a Rasputin After Dark. But the 50 Shades of Gaul that's coming.
Right.
As long as there's no sex ships, we're good.
The only thing I want to say about the trailer is, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, I'm just glad they have the speaker, like strapped up, because I think he's in on it. I think he betrayed him or something. I think he was trying to do something, and then he didn't come through, and then they were like, hey, fuck you, man. You're a little bitch.
It puts the lotion in the basket. That's all I could just
That's it. Well, that's all for Bungie news. I mean, we're all just in the holding pattern for Destiny 2. Anything they release, we're kind of just ready for it. So
Chad is so funny right now. Yes, Chad said, he just said the last Rio said, I bet Bungie set up the Eclipse. Mother Nature is a sellout. And then it was like, speakers out.
Yes,
This is funny.
yeah.
That's great.
Bok, bitch.
Bok, bitch. That's great. So let's move on to tag spotting. Talon, I hear we got some crispy names this week. Take it away, man.
Yeah, we've got a few. If people haven't heard this section before, essentially these are Guardians that I either found through LFG, at the tower, playing Crucible, doing raids, what have you. They're real people, not made up for this show, but these are real Guardians, people that have taken their time to name themselves these names. So, starting off at number 3, we have Rainbow Corned Beef.
Okay, that sounds like it's made of Skittles.
Rainbow corned beef.
Rainbow Corned Beef.
Nice.
Yeah, that's glorious. Okay, and then we have number 2. We've got Bones Jones 38.
Bones Jones.
Bones Jones.
The good old Bones Jones. All right, and then at number 1, this I cannot take credit for this one, was submitted by yours truly, Mr. Chicken Fingers. It's Nuts to Your Chin.
There we go.
Nuts to your chin, man. I always find that
There's a definite theme this night.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any honorable mentions this week?
No honorable mentions.
Betty, what was the one that you found the other day?
It was Mr. Sister Fister.
Oof.
Ugh.
Mr. Sister Fister.
Sister, yeah.
And you know what's
Was it-
funny?
Was it like Sista Fista or like actually spelled?
Is it a hard R?
It was the hard R.
Hard R, yep.
Ugh.
It's definitely a hard R, like
Yeah.
like in movie terms, it's
Like
a hard R.
like he means it.
Yeah.
Like it's not a
Definitely.
joke. It's not a joke.
It wasn't even MR for Mr. Like it was all spelled out. Like word for word. He really meant that. Yeah.
Sir, hashtag Cersei in the chat.
Well,
My grandma's maiden name.
oh shit.
Well,
Oh, damn, Rio.
enough. I love all this incest / dick talk, but it's time to get down to the main event. Like,
Oh, the challenge.
we've just been putting this off for too long. MooMooMilk gave me a challenge. Let's get ready to lock and load. It's our weekly throwdown. We defend our honor and our funny wit. Today who's fighting is Honus, Chicken, and Betty, our special guest, and representing the chat will be Talon. So chat, I want you to come up with some funny answers and respond, and Talon will be shouting them out. Remember, the more creative, the more wit is the better. All right, hit that bell. That's what I'm talking about. What's the one thing Destiny 1 is going to be remembered for, and why? Go ahead, Moo. I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I knew you were going to let me go first this time. All right. So, in my opinion, fucking RNG, man. RNG has so much hate. Not only, I mean, in my opinion, I feel like as soon as it gets brought up, like it's always just like I can't get this, I can't get that, and to me, I just feel like that's what it's going to be remembered by, is just people not getting what they want, people not doing putting in 2,000 hours into the game and just not getting, for instance, a Gallahorn, other than Zur selling it, because that was me. I skipped out on it twice, and I didn't get it up until the last month before they gave it to the whole damn world. So yeah, I'm gonna go with RNG on that one because it's an asshole. So
damn.
Super quick, I'm going to chime in because the chat's popping off right now, and they said some actually really good ones. Nazgul said error code Weasel, which I would almost put that up there as high as tape here. Everybody knows tape is
shit.
awesome. Losing Dinklebot, LFG needs. I could definitely relate to people being super elitist on LFG. Must have Gallahorn. Ghost bullets, known as Alex put ghost bullets. That's a huge one right there.
All excellent.
Yeah.
All excellent.
Excellent. Good job, chat.
Keep them coming, though.
All right. Who do you want to go next, Thomas?
I want to go next. I feel like
you feel like y'all should just go punch for punch.
I feel like
Betty.
So the
Ladies
first thing.
Jen.
All right, Betty, go ahead.
Thank you. Okay. Mine isn't gonna be. It's not as funny. It's more of a sappy, happy one. So just bear with me for a second.
Hold on, let me get my tissues.
Yeah, I know, right? You're gonna need them. The one thing that Destiny 1 will be remembered for, and why for me personally, is the Destiny community. I have been in so many different gaming communities and met so many different people through gaming, but I've never felt as much at home or with, especially on PS4. I'm not saying Xbox isn't the same, but just for me personally, because I've only experienced Destiny on PS4 for the most part, and actually gaming with people, whether it was just silly tower dance parties or finding people on LFG or people posting stuff on social media. I have made so many friendships and bonds with people. Just even the opportunity from you guys to join Rasputin Radio, meeting my boyfriend, obviously, and just all these deep, meaningful friendships that I've made that just make, for me, Destiny a huge part of my life. And I really love the community. That's how I feel about it.
That's a good answer,
That's
though.
awesome. That's a good answer. Talon, is the chat saying anything else? Because I see it popping up, but I'm not really looking at it.
Yeah, we've got some other good ones. I got to collect myself for a second after what she said. So that's just give me a second. After we've got known as Alex said crotating, which everybody knows. It was all the crota glitches that we all had to deal with. Nazgul put fidget spinners. Known as Alex threw out one-tap snipers, so res sniping, is maybe a part of that. Crucible drops. Yeah, Rio, I think, damn, she wins. Honus, Betty for the win. Yep. Alex goes to the field.
The field.
Yeah.
Feels good, man.
All the feels.
Hashtag community feels good, man.
All right, I'm gonna bring it down.
Whoa, Rasputin! Somebody was saying I was being a dick to Betty. I was not. I'm collecting my emotions because that was
Leave Betty alone.
Shame on you, sir.
So I'm gonna bring it down. I'm gonna bring it back up some lighthearted. The first thing I wanted to say was nerf. That's what I wanted to say. We all know the nerfing was out of control, but that's not what I'm gonna say. The one thing I'm gonna remember it for is the sister-brother love triangle. Something is definitely up between the brother and the sister. I can't figure it out. I'm never gonna know because the story sucks. But there's something going on. I'm telling you. That's what I think it's gonna remember for. This fucked up love triangle. Weirdo shit, no story. That's where I'm going for.
I will admit something.
Are we talking like Jamie Lannister and
something weird?
Her like that kind of thing, or Angelina Jolie and her brother kind of thing? Like, what are we thinking?
I'm thinking the Lannisters.
Oh damn!
Yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised if little kids, little awoken kids are running around. Like their nanny is a fallen.
Oh god.
I don't know.
No, the school goes get in where you fit in.
No. Yeah, I guess. I just there's something weird going on between that sister and brother. Can't put my finger on it. That's just what it is. That's where I'm gonna leave it at that. That's what I'm gonna remember it for.
All right. Well, Chicken thinks that it's gonna be remembered for going down in history as the longest beta ever created. It's been a 3-year-long beta, massive changes, drastic changes, from different leveling up systems to infusion to, oh my god, we gotta nerf this, we gotta balance this, oh my god, this plays certain different, this we do a raid this way and then we completely change it this way, and just rehashing old stuff and this, that, and the other thing, and never seems like it's complete. And then we get Destiny 2, and they said it's everything we wanted out of Destiny 1, thus basically saying it's Destiny 1's a fucking beta. So it's going to go down in history as the longest beta ever created. So there you go.
All right, so it's time to try to find who out on the chat who they're voting for. If you vote for one for MooMooMilk, that's the RNG. You can write RNG or number 1. Number 2 for Betty with the feels or number 2. Number 3 is Honus with brother sister Fista. We'll go with that. And then number 4, Beta Forever. Chicken.
Also,
go ahead, Talon. What were you gonna say?
Sorry, one more thing. If you want to vote and have your vote count solid, we have a Twitter poll as well.
Yeah, we're gonna be posting the Twitter poll. We forgot to tell you this. Sorry. We're gonna be posting the Twitter poll, and it's gonna be going on for 24 hours, so you can go out and vote. Make sure you vote for each round, and next week we'll announce the official Twitter poll winners. But this is just our
chat bay.
This is the chat bay. We call it the chat bay winner.
All right, Talon, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say with it looks like, gentlemen, right now, as kind of going off of when she spoke, but it looks like number 1 is destroying the world right now.
Number 1,
RNG. All right, we'll let it play out for a little bit. Take your time and vote. The Twitter poll is up too, so if you want to go over to Twitter, you can participate there as well. Either way, so we're gonna get the votes right now. It looks like chat's loving number 1. Sorry, Betty. I mean, if I had to pick, I'd pick you because I think the feels won it with that one. But that's just me. All right, round 2. Let's go. All right, guys, let's take it back to the 80s. There was a movie that came out 80s and 90s. It's called Alive. I don't know if everyone's seen it. It's about a group of was it soccer players or rugby players? I forget. Anyway, sports players.
Soccer.
I think it was soccer team. They crash in the mountains and they have to survive. They have no food and they end up finding food in each other. You can read into that. So we're going to go Destiny Alive. All the tower NPCs and you have crashed the ship at Fellwinter's Mountain and are starving. Which character is going to be eaten first and why? So let's hear it. Let's go. I mean, let's go. Let's go, Betty. Betty, you go first.
All right. So for which character is going to be eaten first and why? I personally picked Tess Everest. Reason being is the amount of real money I have spent attempting on buying fucking silver to get a single special armor set, and then repeatedly getting the same item over and over and over and over. Plus, I don't think she put up much of a fight, so I'm gonna say Tess Everest.
Excellent.
Man, that sounds like a spite
Yo, it's
eat.
definitely
Like I'm gonna cook the shit out of you because you
It's a
wasted my
fucking-
money, bitch.
I'm gonna cook the shit out of that bitch.
Yeah.
Catch these hands.
Oh man.
Warlock's
If
taste
she's
ugly.
about to
That's
get killed in the
great.
tower, Betty's gonna be like, "You're gonna catch these hands."
Yeah, right. All right, that's good.
Can
We
I
got
go
Tess
next?
Everest.
Can I go next?
Yeah, chicken, you go next.
Because I feel like Rio has got an idea for what I was gonna go with, but then I changed it just out of respect. And I'm going with Rahul because fuck that guy. All my repressed rage from this fucking piece of shit, I'd probably kill him the first chance I got, even if we weren't fucking marooned on a mountain. I'd fucking murder him any chance I got. I'm hoping he dies in the tower collapse. I hate that fucking guy. So I'd probably shank him and be like, "Oh no, Rahul's hurt," and when he died, we'd fucking eat him. That's it. Fuck Rahul.
That's it. Fuck Rahul.
For poetic justice, what you could do is you could show him what you're gonna kill him with. You know, after you wound him, and it's like a purple engram, and then you're like, "Nope, psych," and then it's a blue one, and then you kill him.
There's that cartoon that someone drew, and Rahul's hanging off the edge, and a hunter walks up because here, let me help you with that, or let me help you decrypt that, and he's like, "What?" And he shows him the middle finger. It's great, and he like kicks him off the ledge. It's great.
Talon, can you chime in? Is there anything from the chat? Any good comments in the chat?
Yeah, well, we like Psycon had a real funny one. He goes, "Warlocks taste ugly." Yeah, Rio, like you said, Amanda Holiday, wink, wink. I hope somebody says they would eat those wolves. Nobody said the wolves yet. And then yeah, Rio's talking about Eris. Yeah, some good things in chat right now.
Someone said Warlocks taste like magic, space magic.
Oh man.
Yeah, Rasputin did.
Yeah, Rasputin said that. All right, so who's left? MooMooMilk?
I'm left. Yep.
You're left and me. All right, go ahead.
Yep. All right. So, bringing the question back to like Fellwinter's Peak, there's a person there. She comes from time to time. No one across the bridge knows that she's really there. And I would like to walk over there with that abomination of a weapon that they call the Clever Dragon and just unload a fucking clip into this girl and just totally just annihilate her with this weapon. And that would be Lady Ephrodite. I would literally, no one's going to miss her. Like, she's only there once a month. Like, no one's going to notice. Like, I'm just going to come back. Yeah, I'm just going to come back and be like, yo, I found some food. Eat up. Like, and no one's going to know. Everyone's going to be looking around and just be like, where the hell did he find that? And that's
not to knock your pick down, but she's a little skinny though.
I think
she is.
I think some people still go to Saladin for bounties anyway, so fuck her.
Yeah, exactly. No one's gonna miss her. She may be scrawny, but I mean, at least we don't have to kill like somebody that's important.
Yeah, that's great.
She a hoe. She got to go.
She's a hoe. She's got to go. Great. He's the winner. Nazgul is the winner.
Naz wins.
All right.
She's a hoe for show.
All right. I'm going a little bit different. I'm going for a little bit of practicality. Well, a lot of practicality. I'm going with Varix. First of all, let's look at this. He's got multiple arms. Okay. First of all, he's annoying as shit. His voice doesn't make sense. He's on the reef. Who gives a fuck?
Deep fry, yes?
Yeah, deep fry me, yes. Yeah, he would. Listen, a few like I think he has one leg and one arm that's robotic. So fuck it, you can rip those off, and he's easier to kill. He's weak. He doesn't do shit. You could probably use the metal arms that he has to prop up his other meat and just throw him in the fire, and it'd be like cooking, prop it up.
I thought you were going somewhere else. I thought you were gonna say you could take his arms and his legs and beat the shit out of him with it. I thought you were
Listen,
going
the only
there.
thing- like the only reason he's on this is for talking shit in Prison of Elders. Like seriously, he doesn't do anything else. I'm sick of this. I'm gonna be the winner. Yes, I'm gonna fucking eat the shit out of you. And he's fallen. Who cares? You probably taste like chicken. No offense.
Oh,
No,
oh, sorry.
Known as Alex in
Yes,
chat goes,
yes.
eat this dick. Yes. Well, I gotta say, I hate to rag on Matt's pick, but I think eating Varix would be like eating Darth Vader. Most of that asshole is machine, dude. There's not a lot there to eat.
Oh man, I just can't get over the thought of Matt beating the shit out of him with a robotic leg.
Dude, you know what? I want to say someone in chat said Zer, and I didn't even think about this. He's got spaghetti for face. I love spaghetti.
Dude, spaghetti's so good.
I love spaghetti.
Oh man.
Spaghetti and
Bumpus
meatballs.
here, Bumpus here.
Spaghetti and Zer balls.
Whoa! Whoa! I don't want any Zer balls. I do not want
Alright.
any Zer balls. Sorry.
All right,
They're
so
probably
let's
exotic, dude.
yeah.
Say an exotic if you get Zer balls. Oh shit, that's bad.
All right, let's go to the chat. I'm sorry, I lost track. Let's go to the chat. Let's see what you guys vote for. First one was number 1 was for Betty, which was Tess Everest, because of the amount of money. Number 2 was Rahul because fuck that guy. Moo was Efforty because she wouldn't be missed, and me, I was Varix because he's shit's weak. That's why.
Oh my god.
So that's fine.
I keep thinking of when Rocket was like, I need that guy's leg. He's
Yeah.
like, you
Yeah,
brought me
I
his leg?
know.
He's like, yeah, dude, you need his leg.
I totally need that for something. No, you don't.
Yeah.
So in the chat, let's hear some votes. Votes. And you know what? Go on Twitter if the poll's up. I don't know if the poll is up yet. Hopefully it is. You can go on Twitter to vote as well. Let's hit that bell. Let's go on to the next round. Let's chat vote. Talon, you'll be able to tally that as soon as we give him some time to vote.
Yep. Yeah. Remember, guys,
All right.
drop numbers in chat so we know where your votes lie.
1 is Betty. 2 is Chicken. 3 is Moo, and 4 is Honus.
All right.
All right. Next round. I want you to come up with the quote, the funny favorite character quote from Destiny, your favorite one. And let's go with Chicken first.
Okay, I'm going with Shaxx, and it's hilarious. Big Daddy Shaxx, because it's hilarious because it's random and not in his personality, I guess. It's the random fight forever, Guardian, and you're like, what the fuck is the what? And it just like completely throws you off, and you probably die on your kill streak because it's so random, and you're like, you're too busy just dealing with what the hell just happened and what he yelled in your ear, and it's just hilarious to me. Every time he does that, I just feel like he's taking a shit and he's just last blasting it just the whole time. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Yeah, he's like, do it now. It's funny to me. Fight forever, Guardian. That's mine.
Fight forever, Guardian. All right. Go ahead, Betty. Let's hear it.
Okay, so mine is going to be an Eris Morn quote. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm not her biggest fan, but her creepiness is like my spirit animal in a little bit of a way because she's just so like awkward and uncomfortable and creepy. So basically, when she says, "A million hive eyes, juicy and ripe, they pop with such a satisfying sound."
Ugh.
Yeah, I know, right? Because it just makes your skin crawl. It's
What a freak.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would definitely be
That's
mine.
a good one.
Or the one when she's like fingertips on the surface of my mind.
Ugh. Dude,
It's like how it really is just how she says it. It's not really what she says.
No, it's how. She's
Well,
so creepy.
What's funny is was it Cade's reaction to that? He was like, "Well, there's that." Like right after that, everyone's like, "What the fuck was that?"
And And then Zavala's like, thanks for your input there, Iris.
Yeah, she is a
All
creep.
kinds of wrong.
That's funny. That's great.
All right, Moo.
Yeah, so I went with Eris Morn as well, actually, because she's actually one of my
Oh.
favorite characters in the game. Yeah. So my quote was when she's like, "With its dying breath, the traveler created ghosts to open doors." That's all your ghost does. That's all your ghost does throughout the whole entire game. So I thought that was hilarious that that was like put in there. So yeah, that was my favorite quote from one of my favorite characters. So
Excellent.
Excellent. I like that. Me,
Clever.
right? Anybody else besides me?
Whatever.
We'll get to you, Talon. Hold on. So me, I like this. It says right after it says Valis Mual flees. It says, "Oh, he's just advancing in the opposite direction." That's my favorite. He's just advancing in the opposite direction.
That's funny.
All right, so let's Talon. What about the chat? Go tell us the chat bay from round 2. Who was the winner?
From round 2, let me see. I'd have to
Was
look
it-
it up, and I would.
Was it 1? It was 1, which was Betty. 2 was Chicken. 3 was Moo, or 4 was Honus.
I want to say it was Betty.
I'm seeing a lot of threes. I'm seeing a lot of threes
Yeah.
too.
Well, for this one right now, yeah, there's a lot of 3s. Yeah,
Oh,
we've
that
got
was-
5 for 3 and 2 for 1.
Yeah, so that was you won that, Moo. You won that. Well done, round
Oh.
2. Let's
there
go.
we go. Let's go.
All right, let's
Let's
vote.
go.
Let's vote for this round. This is the 3rd round. Favorite character quote. It was 1 is Betty with every. No, 1 was Chicken with "Fight Forever, Guardian" in his
Yeah.
weird ass voice. 2 was Betty with every fucking creepy thing she says, and then 3 was Eris again with "Ghosts Open Doors," and Honus was advancing opposite. So go ahead, get some votes here. Get some votes.
And while we do that, while they're getting their votes in, we'll chime back in and we'll go to the legend of the week. The legend of the week this week.
Nazgul,
Yeah.
Nazgul's signing out, by the way. He's got to go make tacos, and he's got 5% battery, so thanks, man.
Yeah,
being
thanks
on.
for
Hey,
coming out,
thanks for-
man.
And being in the chat, we love you. It's awesome.
Take care.
Enjoy those tacos. So, legend of the week this week is a gentleman named Josh Smith. He is on the Destiny Facebook groups, and he does a lot of 3D printing and custom painting. I'm not sure if you've ever seen his stuff, but I'm going to be putting it up on the Rasputin Radio Instagram and Twitter. It's amazing. He did the one I was following on was an Oryx, and then after I seen him do it and put it together and paint it, I was like, wow. And turns out he's got Oryx, like Thrall, Acolytes, Knights, Crota, and I was like, whoa, and he's got them all painted. It's excellent stuff. Like, I wish I could buy them. I think he's thinking about putting them up for sale soon. And I really want to like have these figurines, like for any collectors out there that just like figurines to stay there. Like this guy is a genius with this stuff. It's really detailed, and his painting is just spot on. So huge shout out to Josh Smith. Great work. I'm sure you've seen him, right, Bill?
Yeah, I commented, like, when he first posted them, I went on there and I commented that they were really, really well done.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And, you know, I wouldn't mind getting some Thrall to like put with my Guardians. It would be awesome. So huge shout out to Josh Smith. Keep up the good work, man. And we'll have to get you on the show sometime because what you do is absolutely ridiculously cool. So hats off to you, man. Let's move on to next to the Mode of Light. The Mode of Light is an inspirational segment we do every week where we connect it to real life and connect it to Destiny in some way, shape, or form. Now, Mode of Light this week, I'm back at work, teacher life, and the Mode of Light is first quarter living, baby. When you look at most sports teams or businesses, they focus on the first quarter. They win the first quarter, then they win the second quarter, then they win the third quarter, and they do whatever they got to do to win the fourth quarter. Every game is determined in the first quarter. Yeah, you might have a comeback or this, that, and the other thing, but they do something in the first quarter that leads to that momentum. So you got to do is you got to build up momentum, start off strong, win that first quarter, and grind it out and do whatever you got to do to win. With Destiny 2 coming up, the grind is about to be real. And you could set yourself up real pretty for raids and this and other thing if you just work hard and do your thing. Also in life, I'm back at teaching. I'm trying to grind my face off to try and set myself up and be really successful for this year. And hopefully it's going to pay off. And I know it will. I know it will. So grind it out. Never forget to grind. God dang. That's what I got. God dang.
I like it.
But
Last Rio says preach in the chat. Grind will be real from a doo-doo. Yeah, I totally agree with that. It's going to be crazy.
Preach.
all right. So announcements, Honus. Announcements.
Announcements. First of all, I just do want to announce that we have some charity streams. Rasputin Radio Podcast is going to be just participating in some charity streams coming up. So our first one is Saturday. We'll be joining a 24-hour charity stream starting at 1 p.m. Eastern time. We won't be at there, but that's when the charity stream starts. And it's the Awesome Handsome Dragon. We're going to be chatting about Destiny lore and topics, maybe throw in some funny stuff. The actual charity streams for Lit World, a nonprofit organization devoted to strengthening kids and communities through the power of their own stories. So Rasputin Radio has a 2-hour block starting at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So we will be there with them and some other guys. Who are our...
It's like a non-pig Guardian 21.
Coed Beast.
Yeah, Beast. A bunch of guys, and there's a bunch of people doing the stream. Actually, Jay Howard did the art for it. They're actually selling shirts, and it's the Rasputin symbol, so I'm buying one. So it's really cool, and it's for literacy and all that stuff. And I'm a teacher, so I sure as shit support that. So it's gonna be great.
Yeah, so we're gonna get in there and just have some fun times. So if you want to come in or just want to donate at any point, you don't even have to come see us. If you want to come see us, that's great. If you just want to donate to the cause, that's great too. So come out and see us on Saturday.
Yeah,
the other thing is Rasputin Radio will be making a Patreon, and we're working on getting that up. It should be up this week. So if you're thinking about you want to help the show out and be a Patreon and get some cool stuff behind the scenes or extra things that we can do for you, check it out and decide if you want to be our Patreon. Hopefully you do, because we love you.
And the goal, sorry, Hannes, to cut you off, but the goal there is Guardian Con next year. Yep. And booth, and our booth wants to be centered around focusing on community members. So that's the goal. It's always been our goal. So with you supporting us, if you do, we already have some tier 1 members, not on Patreon, but on Twitch subscriptions. And all of that goes towards that mission. So if you do reach out and help us out, we truly appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. You guys are the best. All right, so let's move on to how to find us. Moo, where can they find anything they want to know about you? Maybe your Instagram, Twitter, anything about the Gulf Coast Guardians? Go ahead and shout that out.
Yeah, man. So you can find me on Instagram at MooMooMilk. Also the clan at Gulf Coast Guardians on Instagram as well. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/MooMooMilk. And I'm going to be getting to Twitter soon. I'm not real big on social media, which is weird, I know. But yeah, I'm going to be getting to Twitter and doing that whole thing. So yeah, that'll definitely be up soon. And yeah, shout out Gulf Coast Guardians for stopping by. It was great to see a bunch of familiar names in there, so that was great.
Yeah, there's a lot of hilariousness in the chat today. It was absolutely amazing.
Your boy Nazgul was awesome, dude.
Yeah. All the guys.
Last
Reno, Alex, known as Alex, all these guys.
Yeah.
Nazgul, awesome stuff.
Hey, Cobb's in.
Oh, Cobb, what up, Cobb? What up, Cobb? So, just I love the support. Like, we formed, not necessarily formed this thing, but like we got people like Moo coming up and just listens to the show and going, you know what, I'm challenged this motherfucker, and being like, yo, I think I got what it takes to answer these questions. And we love reading off your questions in the chat because you guys are hilarious. And especially with the tag spotting as well. If you find any, nuts on your chin tags like that, go ahead and send them to us, tweet them to us, message them to us, email them to us, because that's what it's about. We're about the community. We want to connect with y'all because you guys are great. So keep that up, keep that up for sure. But,
yeah, for sure. And like one quick thing real quick, like I really do want to appreciate like y'all as a podcast, and as people for taking, someone as little as myself, like just, like I said, like I challenged Honus, just to have some fun. And then, all of a sudden I'm on here. And, that means a lot to me just to, as a person, who wants to be a part of the community and stuff like that, it means a lot to, see, Chicken and Honus and Ballistic and Talon just with an open arms and just being like, yo, like I want, I want Moo on the show. And I think that's amazing. The little guy, and it's so cool to see that. And I really appreciate it. And it was such an honor to be on here and have some fun with y'all. Because like I said, I listen to y'all as much as I can. So it was an honor. Thank y'all.
Thank you, man. I really
That's what the
appreciate
show's
that. You're going to
about,
make
dude.
me cry more than Betty's answer did, man. Get me all ugly, dude. God.
Chicken needs tissues.
God. Ugh. But
Well,
man,
not
I
only that,
appreciate
he
that.
poked the bear. He poked the bear that is Honus.
You poked the
I
big
mean-
bear, little chair.
A little big bear, little chair. Listen,
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. It looked like in the chat, just from the chat voting, I did not get one vote tonight. So you brought the heat. So I would say you won today's round. There will be a war. You won this battle. There will be a war.
Who?
We'll see who
I've got the tallies.
Yeah, we'll see who the winner is on the Twitter vote. Because sometimes people can't make the show. They might be listening and be like, hey, Honus was hilarious.
Hey, I can't get enough of that big bear.
Yeah, get some more of that big bear. That big red bear, because I'm
Big red.
Doo-doo,
Yeah,
doo-doo,
the big red
doo-doo
bear.
goes. Doo-doo and Chat goes, little guy in my ass.
Yeah, I'm 6'7", 240 pounds.
Oh.
Like I'm tall as hell, dude. I'm huge. I'm a huge dude.
Just an
Yeah.
animal.
So, yeah. So
You should give me some of that height, man. I'm 5'7". I need some. God
What is
damn.
your
Yeah, no,
what
take
is your job in real life? You snatch
He's a
cats
basketball
out of
player?
after people?
He plays in the NBA.
Just
He's
an
like, I'm just a little guy. I'm in the NBA.
yeah,
I'm one
no.
of the guys that just got traded to the Celtics. It's cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
no big
that's
deal.
Great. That's great. But anyways, man, thank you for coming on the show. And that's why we do the show. Because we focus on all Guardians, man. It's not like, no Guardian is too big time or too small time. Like we're all a community, like Betty said, and that's what makes this community the best community in the gaming universe. So it is what it is, man. You're the shit. You're funny as hell. You challenged the big bear. Seems like you smashed him.
Came
Man,
out on top this
just
time.
Came out on
Yep.
top. Let's go. I hope the
Yep.
Twitter polls show that as well.
Yeah, me too. I'm praying. I don't want to hear on like the next podcast. It's like, hey, Moo, just like right at the beginning. It's like, hey, Moo, I totally annihilated you. on Twitter."
Oh no,
Oh, that's coming, dude.
I don't want
That's
to.
what, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to give Honus any ego boost at all. So I hope that doesn't happen.
He
It's
will,
cool.
he
And
will commission
I'll always
top one to do art.
I'll take any challenge any day. I think I come with a comedy every week. This week wasn't my week. MooMooMilk, you brought it. I did not bring it. Great job. And
All
if I
right.
saw you in real
Appreciate it.
life, you'd probably win in real life because you're big as shit. You won.
I'm definitely I'm the nicest person. I can't wait. Like I said, me and my girlfriend like going to a bunch of gaming stuff. So Guardian Con has definitely been in a talks, and
Let's go.
I would really like to meet y'all for sure.
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
man! You
My
already
only
know.
question is, how are you gonna fit in the door?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, I've learned to just like look down when going through doors. That's just what it is. So
Okay.
yeah. Somebody put Nazgul versus Honus.
There it is. That's another matchup.
There it is.
That's
Next
another-
challenge, right? Next challenge, right?
That's great, man, dude. We had a blast tonight. Tonight was hilarious, man. So thank you. I appreciate you. Like I said in the beginning of the show, like I know it's hard putting down your kids, and you got a newborn, trying to spend all the time you can with them, and we really appreciate you putting aside the time for us tonight, man. You're the shit.
Yeah,
Of
man.
course, man. No, once again, thank you for having me, And, I know y'all both follow me. Talon just followed me on Instagram. Betty follows me, And we're going to have our second annual Gulf Coast Guardian shirt coming out. And it's going to be open for anybody to buy, to represent wherever. Just if you like the design, So we have a saying. It's just like, no matter how good you are, you're always going to get what you deserve because of crap RNG, like I say. But it's that's our motto. It's you get what you deserve. You're first place and you get the shitty rare.
You know what the new motto should be on there after this show? I beat Honus 5 and Guardian Throwdown on all I got.
And all I got was this fucking t-shirt.
And all I got was this damn t-shirt.
That's funny, dude. That's funny.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. Well, let me know when that happens. And like we talked about before the show, if I got the funds, I'm definitely gonna grab one. I got a lot of. My wish list is so long. I got so many figurines and stuff like that. But I'll definitely buy the community shit before I buy some figurines and shit for sure.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Sure.
That's good to do. Yeah.
For chicken fingers, you can contact Rasputin Radio on Twitter and Instagram, just at Rasputin Radio. Make sure you follow us. I did a behind the scenes stream for Instagram followers only. We had about 7 people in there watching, checking us out. I kept saying behind the scenes on repeat because it was the first time I did it. We have some stuff we like to shout out. We post some of the personalized Grimoire cards up there. So make sure you check us out on those platforms. Our podcast is now on YouTube as well. It comes out on Fridays. On YouTube, you can watch how sunburnt Honus is and his glasses tan if you would like, and his high and tight haircut. And you can hang out with us and re-listen to the show if you really enjoyed it and watch the video. You can also listen to the audio version on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Player FM. Make sure when you're on there, you leave a 5-star review on iTunes because that really helps us out, get up in the charts, and people find us. Now, not everybody's searching for Rasputin on there unless you shared us with them. But when you leave those 5-star reviews, it puts us up there at connects like when on their interests. So that would be really cool. Also, you can follow me, Chicken Fingers, if you want to stay connected with me on this Twitch channel, Instagram, and Twitter. I do a lot of funny stuff and have some really interesting stream events that happen to me.
He's not that funny.
Okay. Fuck you then. And we're gonna have some funny little gimmicky things gonna come up on stream. I'm hoping to get my good friend Blue Moon Face on stream on Sunday, so hopefully he can come through and we're gonna have some fun times. Honus, what do you have to tell him?
Is Johnny coming to Texas?
Yeah, Johnny's thinking about moving down here, and he's hilarious, man. So about to hopefully get him on stream. He's really good at video games too, so he likes to talk shit too. So
listen, you better get ready because he drinks a lot.
Yeah, he does drink a lot. So
he gets crazy, man.
He's an interesting character, man. But hopefully get Johnny down here. But anyways, Honus, where can they contact us?
If you have anything you want to talk to us about, the first step is to email us. Email us or direct message us on Twitter. We get those the quickest. So please, if you have something you want to talk with us about, you want to do whatever, just email us or direct message on Twitter. You can check out. We also have our merch for Rasputin Radio. You can get a Rasputin t-shirt. And there's sweatshirts there. We have bags. We have all sorts of stuff. It's teespring.com and search Rasputin Radio merch, and that will come up. You can Talon. What else? Where else can they find more information about us?
Well, I was gonna say real quick, what's the email that they can reach us at?
Oh, I'm sorry. RasputinRadioPodcast@gmail.com. My bad.
Boom. No, there we go.
Yeah, I forgot to plug it. I was talking about email us and just figure out the email. Just figure out how to get contact.
Just do it.
AOL.com.
Yeah.
Just do it.
It's AOL chat, instant messenger. That's how you can get a hold of us.
They could also check us out. Chris was even saying, most of us were on all forms of social media. Even personally, I'm on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. PSN, Talon Card 044. I've gotten some of the tags from people that I've mentioned on the show here and there, so people could always forward those to me through anywhere, and I'll drop them on the show and who sent those. But yeah, that's just any avenue you guys can think of to reach out to us. We're always willing to take the time and read stuff. Unlike a lot of other podcasts and people out there, not going to throw salt at other people, but we actually take the time to read the things you guys send us. We all do. So we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes,
we
sure.
actually, my bad. On that point, we had someone who emailed us on Twitter, messaged us on Twitter, and said that about episode 36, they were going through past episodes, and they did a fact check on something that Zip said.
Oh yeah.
Funny. And he was saying that like Zip said that was like Destiny 2 art, but with the Guardian who was bloody sitting against the wall. But it was it was just a concept art. And the guy was like, "Are you talking about that art, or is there art that I didn't get to see?" And I said, "No, he's talking about that art. He just misspoke and said Destiny 2 art." So, yeah. So fact check us if we say something weird that doesn't make sense. Fact check us, please.
Right. 100%.
Especially Chicken, he sucks.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Hey, Betty, if they want to join the Discord, where should they go?
Yeah, you guys, if you want to be a part of the War Mine and join us on Discord, I'll put the Discord link in chat unless Honus wants to.
I'm posting it right now, and I'm gonna add actually a command as well. Oh, you're the shit. Look at you.
Got him.
Foot in mouth.
Got him.
Yeah, and if you guys feel the urge to join the Betty Brigade, as I call it now, thanks to
some alliteration.
you can do
Everyone
so,
loves that alliteration.
Yeah, and basically follow me on Instagram or on Twitch. I do not have a Twitter, and I will never have one. I'm sorry, guys.
If I could high five you, I would, because I don't have one either.
Yeah, no, so it's just Instagram or Twitch, and it's just Ballistic Betty all together.
Excellent. Well, final thoughts on the show. Another big thank you to MooMooMilk. He is the man. Make sure you check out the Gulf Coast Guardians, and whenever he has those shirts out, we're gonna go ahead and post that and share that, and hopefully I can grab one. It's gonna be good. He's the man. He challenged the Big Bear, and he punished the Big Bear tonight. And I'm interested to see that Twitter polls. It's gonna be excellent. I can't wait for him to just eat a big fat dick.
I might make I might just spam and make random Twitters and just vote for myself.
Big Bear 1, Big Bear 5.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Big Bear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, but anyways, Moo, anything you need, man, you always let us know. Now you're a part of the family, part of the official Rasputin family. So, you ever want to play with us? We're on PS4. Thank God we're all on the same console. So, anytime you want to hit us up, we can raid, play, whatever, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that.
What's up, tell us?
I just gotta tell. I had like over 100 people follow me during the course of the show on Instagram.
Let's go. Excellent.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Nice.
So thank you guys for the love. I wish I could thank every single person. There's a lot of people from chat in here that joined it and they liked a lot of the Rasputin posts that I've got on there. So that's pretty cool.
Excellent. Well, there's la 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 every day. That's one of the guys I was telling you guys about earlier in the podcast. He just popped in the chat. No worries, man. One of the insane Crucible players that I met, that I jumped into one of the most hilarious chat parties I've ever been a part of. But no worries, man. You pop in when you pop in. You just listen to the show on iTunes or SoundCloud, and you'll be kept up to date on how Honus 5 got his shit pushed in by MooMooMilk. But anyways, final thoughts on the show. The quote we always live by at Rasputin Radio is, we do this for the community to shine light on all Guardians. Doesn't matter if you're the big cheese or if you're just a average Joe that has a full-time job and can only play.
Or you're a kindergarten.
Or you're a kindergarten. We don't care. As long as you love this game, we care about you. And we want to have you on the show. And that's our main focus. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago. That's our why we do this show and why we do what we do. And that's why what we're going to bring to GuardianCon next year, because that is vital in this community. So that's why we keep on pushing. We keep on rocking every single week. And we do it because of y'all. Y'all support all of our Tier 1 contributors and people that support us, come out every week in the live chat, listen to us every week on the audio version and the YouTube. You guys really make the dream work, and you guys support us. So keep that up, and we'll keep up the hard work as well. So thank you so much. That's a wrap on episode 41 of Rasputin Radio Destiny Podcast. We'll catch you next week. Come out for the live show next week. It'll be episode 42. We're gonna have some pretty serious guests coming up. You know what I mean? We got some Brick and Nick should be on the show soon. He's the guy that builds Legos. He's really cool. and another guy, Flipside. He's really cool.
Flipside.
I watched him.
Yep.
I watched him play the Alien game, and that shit was
Yeah.
scary. So if you haven't checked that out, check those Alien games out. That shit is wild. But anyways, MooMooMilk's the man. Go ahead and follow him on Instagram. Follow Gulf Coast Guardians. Grab that shirt. We'll catch you next week. We love you guys. Bye-bye.
Latest.
I'm receiving a scrambled message from a signal I'm unfamiliar with. That's Rasputin.